Hi, welcome to the Unscripted Pause. I'm Diane, your host. Glad to be here today, and I'm not going to be long. Just having a late afternoon cup of tea. But I wanted to come on and talk a little bit about being self employed, um, an entrepreneur. And because I recorded a video a couple weeks back talking about maybe it wasn't the thing for me, how I didn't want to do the operational side of I just want to do the work and not really the operational side of things like the marketing and invoicing and those types of things that you really need to do. And then something just kind of laid on my heart this morning. And and that is that maybe I need to pivot a little bit. Maybe I haven't quite found what my niche is, right? Maybe I haven't quite niche. It can be pronounced both ways, I believe. So maybe I haven't quite found what that is yet. And I had posted on LinkedIn a couple of weeks ago about like, oh, I started dialogue with Diane and it's been like 6 months and how I think I had an idea around what entrepreneurship or what being self-employed looks like, especially in doing the kind of work that I do where you don't need like brick and mortar. I don't need an actual physical space or location and it will really just be me doing this work. But one of the things that I said is like, like this work requires like you've got to have a hustle and a hustle mentality, which I don't as a rule have. But this morning, it was just like, "Oh, maybe you still haven't found it yet. Maybe you need to adjust a little bit." And and my friend started she started like a industrial truck a parking facility for for trucks, and I was so proud of her, like, am so proud of her for doing that because it's something she's wanted to do for a while. But when she first had the ideal, it looked a little different from what it actually turned out to be. It looked different when she first was getting into it and starting deciding to do this. And and what I love about that and what I love about her is one, she never gives up. But the other thing I really love is that one, not only did she not give up, but she adjusted, right? She pivoted as she needed to. It wasn't like, "Oh, this isn't working out, so let me call it quits and I'm done with it because it's not working out the way I want it to or wanted it to or the way I thought it would." She just made an adjustment and kept it moving. And now it has come to fruition, right? And so I've kind of kept her in the back of my mind, but again, it was like this morning, it was just like, yeah. And I think also part of it for me is this idea of applying, like I've been applying for things that I really think I should, things that I really think I should get. Like what? And, even when I interviewed for a role in Atlanta, like a couple months ago, that it really seemed like it was mine, second and, like, all the things were like, "Yeah, we want you," and all of that, and then I was ghosted, which I still kind of I'm still kinda like, "They ghosted me." But they did, they ghosted me. And there um, but it's like applying for other things and just, like, nothing happening, like, no kind of movement. And even when there be some movement, it's like something there's a block. And so if you haven't found your thing, maybe you don't fully know what your thing is yet, right? And the whole thing, I love to say this, and that's okay. Like, that's okay if you don't know what it is yet. But as you continue to like figure that out, I think it becomes where I'm going with this is that I think I'm getting to a place where I'm starting to kind of hone in that if I continue to do this entrepreneur thing, that I need to pivot a little bit. I need to change what I thought I was going to be doing and do something slightly different that actually makes more sense for me and then makes the idea of me marketing and it doesn't feel like, ugh, what I'm thinking about now, and I'm not going to share yet, but what I'm thinking about now, the idea of marketing it, like, oh, yeah. And that's what it should be, right? It should be, yes, this makes sense to me. It's like, oh, it took me a minute. It took me a minute, but that's okay. And I still may pivot somewhat, and that's okay, right? So don't be afraid to pivot, to move, to make adjustments when it's just like you're running up against a brick wall and it just doesn't seem like and you're like, I don't think it should feel this way. I agree. I don't think it should feel that way. So see where you need to make some adjustments and where you need to make some pivots and don't be afraid to do that. All right. All right. Be well.